This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has been elected chairperson of the African Union at the Continental Bodies Summit in Ethiopia. He took over from Rwandan President Paul Kagame, who led an active reformist tenure as African Union chair. Al-Sisi says he would focus on security on the African continent, adding that counterterrorism requires the identification of those who support and finance terrorism and combating them collectively. Meanwhile, the rights group Amnesty International warned that al-Sisi's chairmanship might undermine the African Union's human rights mechanisms. The rights group said Egypt has orchestrated a sustained political attack since 2015 against the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, the body that aims to monitor African state human rights records. It further says dozens of cases alleging serious human rights violations have been lodged against Egypt at the ACHPR. Sisi is expected to focus more on security, peacekeeping, and post-war reconstruction issues closely tied to the AU 2019 theme of refugees, returnees, and internally displaced persons. Zimbabwean Teachers Union has called off the lingering national strike seeking better pay, but warned that they could walk out from their jobs again if the government did not meet their demand. The teachers' unions met Education Minister Paul Mavina in Harare and agreed to return to work on Monday. The two biggest unions have asked the government after the meeting to take advantage of the suspension and come up with well-thought-out, meaningful and long-lasting solutions on the salaries grievances. Teachers had gone on strike last week after negotiations between the government and public sector workers broke down, heightening political tension after last month's violent protests that were met by a security crackdown. The union said failure by the government to meet their demands will see teachers going back on strike. We'll be back after this short break.
If you know fit go internet or follow for Twitter, you know fit snap photo send or get it photo send. Now because you dey use palasa, your phone no dey answer. See me see wahala. My brother, go get smartphone, yeah. Drop that palasa phone. Phone wey no go for your hand, drop that palasa phone. Phone wey no fit take selfie, drop that palasa phone. No be correct phone, drop that palasa phone.
Upgrade to a smartphone today and get double data for 6 months on any MTN data bundle you buy. Simply purchase a smartphone from any store, anywhere in Nigeria, or bring your current smartphone from any network. Insert your MTN SIM card to start enjoying your double data bonus. Offer is open to all new and existing MTN subscribers. Join the largest smartphone movement today.
Make it known for your hand, that's palasa phone.
The United States military in Somalia says it has killed 8 al-Shabaab extremists with an airstrike in southern part of the country. A U.S. Africa Command statement says the strike hit near Koban, near the port city of Kismayo. It says no civilians were killed in the airstrike. The U.S. military has carried out at least a dozen such operations this year in Somalia against the al-Qaeda-linked al-Shabaab, the deadliest Islamic extremist group in Africa. Experts say it will take more than airstrikes to defeat the extremists who continue to carry out deadly attacks in the Horn of African nation and neighboring Kenya. That's ANN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Adeyemi.